Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome into this video. Today is Storytime Thursday, as you can tell, and today I stripped it down. As you can tell, I'm not wearing makeup. I'm not doing a makeup tutorial. I just felt like it was suitable that with this type of video that I wouldn't wear makeup and try to be as stripped back and as bare as I can be in terms of the things that I'm going to talk to you about. I'm going to tell you about one of the biggest challenges in my life. Is I'm still going through it, but I'm in a better place now. And if you guys want to find out more about my story, please continue watching. So basically, I don't even really remember when I started getting like acne and spots, because I never really had issues with my skin. As a kid, I used to have like really clear skin. I had wonderful skin, great skin. It all kind of started when I started wearing makeup. My mom's makeup, by the way. So it wasn't I was young at that stage, so I didn't have my own makeup. My mom doesn't even wear that much makeup, so it's actually quite funny in terms of the difference between the amount of makeup my mom wears and the amount of makeup I wear, and like my inspiration for wearing makeup and all of that. That'll be a different video, okay? So I started getting spots and blemishes on my skin after starting to wear makeup, and as silly as it sounded, I continued to wear makeup to cover the spots and the blemishes. At a young age, I didn't really understand that. I didn't understand the importance of taking off makeup and the process of taking it off and taking care of your skin, because makeup is made of all of these harsh chemicals that if you don't take it off properly, it will just go into your pores and all those nasty stuff. So because of that reasoning, that's when I started getting the spots and stuff. And I used to get really jealous of my school friends because their skin was so clear. And it didn't help that when I started puberty, when I got my first period, I would have horrendous spots all over my face, like really, really spotty. I made me even more self-conscious because like something's going on internally inside of me, in which I had to basically act very socially polite and had to act like I'm not in a lot of pain, that I'm okay. But it's just like I have all of these horrible spots already on your period. You feel disgusting anyway, and to have like it like come out physically with spots like that, it didn't help my self-esteem, shall we say. So that happened, and it still continues to happen, but because I have a great skincare routine, which again, another video, I will break it down to you guys. I wouldn't say I'm 100% confident in my skin. It's one of those things where it's just like you learn to be every day. I don't know if there was a point in which I felt uncomfortable going outside without makeup, but I had a lot of insecurities about it, which is a shame to say, because it's just like when you were a kid, you didn't come out of your mom's womb with makeup on, with a face full of makeup. You came out of your mom's womb with your natural skin, your face, and we should feel comfortable walking out of our houses with just the skin that God has blessed us with, like just as the natural oils and juices that God has given us through in our skin. We should feel comfortable going out looking this way. But unfortunately, there was times where it's like I would battle. I would go to places late because I haven't worn makeup. Instead of getting to that place early without wearing makeup, I would rather be late looking presentable with makeup on and then going. And at that time I had really oily skin as well, so like my makeup wasn't that great either. Like we'll do a whole throwback video in terms of my makeup evolution type of like wave situation, because my makeup was not that great. I had really oily skin, okay, and I, instead of using translucent powder, I would just add more oil-based foundation on top of it, and it just looks like, it just looked terrible, just looked terrible. And it was one of those things where it's like, do I feel more comfortable without wearing makeup, or I know I look bad, but it's just like I look better with makeup. It was one of those hand in hand, and it's just sad because it's very exhausting to continuously have this inner battle within yourself, or oh my gosh, I don't even like the way my face looks with this makeup, but oh my gosh, I don't even like my face without it. It's just like the best of like two evils. Like it's rather there was no way out of it. And as you guys know, I'm a Christian, so I used to seriously pray about it to God, because I honestly thought I was ugly, because I had spots. I thought I was ugly. It gave me dark circles and stuff, and I thought that if I'm ugly, then no one would want to date me, then people wouldn't want to be my friends, that people that complimented me were lying and stuff like that. Oh, also guys, I also had chicken pox when I was like 12. Horrible. That left scars as well. Didn't feel nice after that. It was just like an ongoing journey of like spots after spots after spots after spots, and it increasingly got worse and worse and worse and worse. And it was like, even with the makeup I was putting on, you could still see the spots underneath like the foundation. Like my face was just never like clear or like a smooth canvas for me to be able to put this makeup on. So I used to pray about it a lot to God, and I used to say, oh God, first of all, I used to get really angry with myself, because my mum always used to say that it's a shame that we think of all of these things, not trying to dismiss my feelings or try to dismiss my experience, but there's other people in worse situations than I am. There are people who've had acid attacks. There are people who have had serious injuries and accidents done to them, and they're still able to view themselves in the mirror and look at themselves and become comfortable and confident in their walk and in their life. So I used to pray to God and think like, take my mind off of these things, take my mind off of thinking about myself in this way. So I decided to just not look at the mirror. If I don't, I just try to draw away from putting on makeup, but I just wouldn't look at the mirror. If I look at the mirror, I end up self-criticizing. I'll end up saying, oh my gosh, when did I get this spot? Oh my gosh, this scar is still there and it's not gone. Like, oh my gosh, like all this and that and that. As soon as I look in the mirror, so I stopped looking at mirrors during the day. I'll glance at one really quickly, obviously in the morning when I take a shower and a wash. I glance at one really quickly, but I wouldn't like spend hours looking at it. And this is around like first year. So whenever I used to work as like a nanny for this nursery in first year, I never used to wear makeup for that. I think I wore makeup once or twice, and I just thought it was silly. These are children. They don't care. But then it was more, it wasn't like I was wearing makeup for other people, it was more for myself. Like it was a gap within myself, that confidence gap within myself, that I still was at the stage where it's like, you know what, whatever is whatever. You know, it's a big deal that I'm doing this video without makeup, but I'm trying not to make it a big deal, because it's just realistically, if you guys saw me every day, you wouldn't see me with makeup, and it shouldn't the fact that I wear makeup, the way I look like, or if I'm presentable or not, or if I'm pretty or ugly, it doesn't matter. What I have to say, it doesn't invalidate that. The way I look doesn't invalidate what message I'm trying to put across. So yeah, so I would stop wearing, yeah, I used to stop wearing makeup, and would go on with my day. And because I took a break, like a makeup cleanse, because I stopped wearing makeup every single day, I actually took a break in terms of, I would only wear makeup on Sundays. My skin got a lot better. I started drinking more water, looked after myself from the inside out. I started eating more vegetables, like fried rice and stuff like that. Like I would try to look after myself. I made a conscious decision that for me to look better on the outside, I have to make myself feel better on the inside. So napping more, because I'm anemic, taking my iron tablets, because with that tired, that fatigue, like I am going to look pale, I am going to look a bit like, ooh, you know. So I took all of those steps, and now here I am. To this day, it still takes me time. I don't wear makeup every single day. I have a new skin care routine in which where my makeup, I don't have to wear excessive amounts anymore for me to still look all put together in terms of color corrections and all that stuff. I radiate this confidence because within myself I know that whatever I look like, whatever I'm doing is so much more important. If I'm going to work, whatever I'm going to do at work is more important than whether someone thinks I'm pretty or not. Like those things, they're trivial to me now. Obviously we do like to hear the compliments and stuff like that, but it's just I no longer I'm pouring for validation through other people, because there's just like, there's more to life. Honestly, there's more to life than to constantly be validated about how great you are. It's nice to hear it, but that shouldn't be your sole, like that shouldn't just be your force. You should have like a core, and all of those compliments to be like latching onto that, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I visualize the way I want to be, and the way that I approach, the way I approach my skincare, the way I approach the way my face looks, because I really want to get to a point where it's like I'm so confident in my skin that when I do meet a guy, he's seeing the same person that he saw in the day at night, because I met him with no makeup on, or the makeup I met him with was very minimal. Like he really didn't change my face that much. I think the worst thing is when we all love to be super glammed up, and I don't know if it's just me. I love to be super glammed up with the eyeshadow, the lashes, eyebrows, the highlight, everything, you name it. But worst thing is when you take off the makeup and you feel like, whoa, there's like a big transformation. There's a big transformation, and I personally, I don't like it for myself. And I know, like, you hear horrible comments like, oh my gosh, take her swimming before you take her out on a serious day, or like catch her off guard and all that stuff. But it's just like, I realized even with my picture, the different types of foundations, the different types of concealers and stuff, I look very different anyway. I'm still working in a system in which, like, I want to work as closely and as natural as possible to my actual face, that when people do meet me, it's the same person you see in the pictures. There's not a stark difference. But yeah, in terms of like dealing with my acne, it's still ongoing. It got so bad to the point it really used to really bring me down. There was some days where it was just, I didn't even want to go outside, I didn't want to talk to people. as I said earlier, I didn't look at like surfaces or mirrors or reflections, because it instantly, the sight of my face would bring me down, and that's horrible to say about yourself. That's a horrible thing to say. It's like something that I've created, this very obscured, poor and horrible thinking mentality is breaking me down from the inside out. And it's not someone else's words, it's not someone else's doing, it's my own doing. And it's like we have to live in this world dealing with so many other people saying horrible things to yourself, let alone having your own thoughts and your own feelings destroy you. That's too much. That's too much. And hence why I prayed about it. And yeah, I think my mom knew about it a lot. She used to get upset because she was like, you're not ugly, you're my daughter, you're very pretty and stuff. But it's like your mom saying that, so it's like, am my mom. And she even advised me to go to the GP to find like creams for acne and stuff like that. But then looking online and researching, seeing other people's experiences, I realized actually mine was not that bad. And everyone has spots. If you hit puberty, spot happens. You get spots. It's just the way you deal with it, and the way it's your skin as well. It's like natural. That's the way that you've been born like that. It's something you have to deal with, and deal with it with confidence. It shouldn't be something to bring you down. Like, you already have other people trying to bring you down, you shouldn't bring yourself down too. That's not the purpose of life. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that I encouraged someone today. If you guys have any stories in terms of if you guys also suffered from acne and had horrible experiences, let me know. Let's all share these stories and enlighten each other. Like, once talking about this to my other friends, I realized like it wasn't just me that was going through this at school. So many people were going through this in school, but no one spoke about it. But yeah, just let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and comment down about any of your acne stories. It doesn't even need to relate to you, to a sister, brother, auntie, anybody. If you have any remedies and stuff, I'm always up for remedies and stuff, so let me know also as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time for another story time. Bye guys.